What's going on YouTube modeling community? Papa here at West Georgia Rods and Customs. Thought I'd give y'all a little update on the Chevy Love street pickup that I'm building. Not lowrider style, but 4-wheel drive style. Thought I would give y'all the update on it, plus another kit that I've got started. Usually when I'm in the middle of one, I'm waiting on paint to dry, I'll drag another one out and start on it. So we'll give you a little teaser of what I'm building here just in a few minutes. Let's go over what we got done so far. This is it took actually 3 kits in order to get it to that stage right there. So I'm using the running gear out from under the I think that was the big game, big country kit from Avell. Let me just keep spinning around. Finally got it into the base color that I'm going to be using. This is a Duplicolor. This is Duplicolor metallic blue. So got that under actually a silver base. So that silver base kind of makes it stand out a little bit more. But that's where we at right there. Just got everything, got the frame and everything finished up over the weekend. So just waiting for this to cure so I can put the decals on it. Let's get over here and we'll show you what we got as far as engine wise. That's I think this is the engine out of the big game kit. So as far as that and the transfer case, so got that, got it right there, and that just got it actually wired and just using one of the Parts by Parks air cleaners. Those turn out real well in any of your builds. Got the detail on the front grille and on the as far as the front bumper. Got everything as far as paint on the on the dash itself. Let me see if I can find that. Gonna do the base color on it. Put some decals right there where the speedo's at, and just kind of detail that up, and then spray the top of that dash pad probably a flat black. There's all the other details that's going on up under it. That's the transfer case. Cross member, radiator, just other little doodads that'll go on this. Still got to do the steering wheel, and that's the drive shafts right there from that I had to cut off it, so I'll be detailing those as well. Let's flip over to right here. In the meantime, while I'm letting that paint cure out on the Chevy Love, all my buddies on YouTube, they've been trying to get me to build a Cuda. Cuda. That's right, Jerry. I pulled it out of the stash, and I got all the Pro Street goodies picked out for it last night. I sat down and just kind of started trying to get inspired with it. This is the Revell 1970 Plymouth Cuda. This is a great kit. This is a good kit. If you want to build it stock, that's good too. Not me. I don't like stock. Stock sucks. But they do. I would highly advise. I recommend this kit. This is a good kit. Anybody that's got maybe a Cuda and they want to use it as, build it like their 1-to-1 scale, this is one I would recommend. But what am I doing? Everybody knows I like Pro Street. So I had somebody ask me what I was involved when I do a Pro Street build. Well, this kit, this is the frame and the body out from under from the kit. This is everything that comes with the Cuda kit. Now this frame right here, this is the frame and I use these in a lot of my Pro Street builds. I tend to use these because it's quicker. It works better for me if I'm having to either I'm back halving, which really it's not gonna be a full back half for me. Usually when you think of back halving, let me grab a pencil right here. When you're back halving, you're usually cutting, and this is where I have done it before, is I'll put it in my frame cutter, and I'll cut right along right there and then graft that to the original frame. I did that in the Nova, the Yenko Nova. And then everything from, let's say from, where I cut from all the way back here, you may have to do some grinding and things and some cutting to get it to fit under the bodies, but this is a dang good donor for anything. I've actually even used this entire frame right here and had to shorten it also for the Mustang. I used this entire frame, minus the front fender wells right here, and but I used everything that you see right here under the 69 Boss 302. But what am I going to do right here? Well, I took when I build a Pro Street, I get kind of mock it up. I mock up both of these because I know with this kit right here, the Chevy kit, I already know what my center to center. If you notice right here, I take just a sheet of paper, and the first thing I do is I take a center. I mock up the rear end and the front end, as you can tell right here, and I take a let me get a set of calipers, and I can kind of show y'all. I take a set of calipers, vernier calipers, and I take my center to center measurement with these from the center of the front spindle to the very back or center of the rear axle. Once I do that, and this one was actually just it was probably about 4 3/8 if I remember correctly. I take that and I just make that line on a just piece of paper, and I just take and draw that off all the way across the paper, as you can see, 4 3/8. And then I line everything else. I'll line the front end up, and I'll line the back end up as far as the center line of the rear axle right here and the center line of the front. Then I'll come and I'll do the same thing to the Chevelle. I'll take that, and I already know what the length is on these, and they're usually about 4. If I remember correctly, it's 4.5. So as you can see right there, this hole right here is actually, it's off a little bit. I may have bumped it with the camera, so when I was doing some other things. But I take that and I try to get that as close to center as possible to that line. And that's about it right there. And then I come right here, and as you can tell, I told you this is this one right here is 4 3/8, and this one is about 4.5. This tells me how much I'm going to have to cut out, and I'm actually thinking about, and what I'm thinking about doing is taking all this out. Not even going to use it, but I am going to utilize the K front end of the Plymouth. And I'm going to take, and I ain't going to use any of this Chevrolet GM front end, but I am going to make that line cut right about in there. And then I'm going to be able to probably have to shorten it just, probably about 1/4 of an inch. That way I can keep my 4 3/8 center of my axle line, and everything, once I get it, everything, as you can tell, will line up in the fender wells. I may have to do, and you can tell right here, you can look right in here. There's going to have to be some that's going to be cut out. And I'll show y'all later as far as what I have to do to get this contour to where it'll fit up under here to where it'll fit on here. I'll take a piece of tape and I'll show y'all how I do that later. But anyhow, just thought I'd share that with y'all. These are the tires and wheels this is actually out from the wheels are not from the 67 Chevelle. I had these just in an old, these were just parts that I've had laying around, so I thought I'd use these and use the front end, use the front tires and wheels from, I don't know where I had that kit. I think I got some of these in a trade. But that's where I'm at right there, and I'll keep y'all updated on this build as well. But once I get started on a Pro Street, it's hard for me to set it down, but usually I can devote a lot of time. If I'm letting paint cure on that, I can devote a little bit of mock-up time on that one right there. Anyhow, folks, hope everybody's doing well. Starting to be fall down here in the south, and I'm really looking forward to it. A lot cooler weather, and we can turn that AC off and open these windows up. I've been trying to do this video for the last probably hour. Everybody's out there starting to cut grass and everything, so I didn't want that to ruin the video or anything. Anyhow, folks, remember, if you can dream it, build it. God bless y'all. Pappy out of here.